What's going on, everybody? Blake here with Trade Tracer. As always, none of this is financial advice. Trade and invest at your own risk. Hope you are having a wonderful Halloween weekend. Let's go ahead and get it started off here with the S&P. We are in a 12-day uptrend, and this uptrend has paid very, very nicely. Last week I talked about, hey, you don't have to trade the downtrend or the no trend. You just have to get long in the uptrends. We had an uptrend that started with price strength confirmation on October 14th. So since the 14th, you could have been long, and you've been able to enjoy this entire ride with the S&P. So right now, the way that we closed on Friday, the S&P looks like it wants to continue to run higher. We do have some upward targets of 464. Beyond that, it's going to start to be guessing unless we start to pull back or if we start to pause. But until then, the S&P looks really, really great. It's still continuing to lead. Now, the Nasdaq, on the other hand, I talked about this bull flag. Nothing was going wrong, just another bull flag. And then we finally broke through it, and you can see just how well we've interacted with these levels here. So 1, 2, 3 touches on this 382 level, and then we kind of bounced in this range for almost a week, actually. Actually, we did a full week in between this range, just forming a bull flag above a cloud. That's my favorite setup. You guys know I love to trade bull flags above the cloud. And when we break this, typically that's a very high odds trade that this is going to continue to run with some momentum. So the Nasdaq looks really good as well. IWM still doing nothing. I mean, we've been in this range for about a year, but whenever we do break out, this is going to be fairly strong. I said this 229 level is very important. So above 229, watch out. We could make new all-time highs on the IWM if that happens. Dow Jones also, once again, respecting these levels. Look how well it's respecting these levels. If we can get above the October 26th high, I think we easily make a run up to this fib extension up here around 362. So keep an eye on the Dow Jones. However, I do expect the S&P and the Nasdaq to continue to lead. All right, let's take a look at cryptos. You guys know I like crypto. I said last week we want to see Bitcoin bull flag above previous highs. Doing nothing wrong here, right? We've come and tested these highs, kind of pulled back into the top of this range of the cloud here. But as soon as we start to get back above the 65,000 area, that's going to be very bullish price structure. And you said you heard me right. I said when. I'm very bullish crypto in general, especially Ethereum. Same thing. I want to see Ethereum bull flag at new highs before making this for another run. I do have some fib extensions, 5,000, 5,400, and ultimately 6,000 on Ethereum is what I'm targeting. We've had multiple entries on this. Previous entry, our original entry, was back here when we went into flagging above the cloud. So you guys can see price structure above the cloud, and we've just completely rallied from there. So Ethereum still looks great along with Bitcoin. I do expect these to run, but once again, it's all about investment time horizon. I'm an investor when it comes to cryptos. Let's take a look at our investment portfolio. So we've got some exposure in FNGU. We also had a trade on this above 38. So if you missed it in the investment portfolio, maybe you could have traded this, but this looks really good to me. I know we had some Apple and Amazon earnings last week, but overall, this looks like it wants new all-time highs, if you ask me. Some names that are carrying this are Google. Google, we still have a trigger at the previous highs. Netflix also carrying this, looking absolutely phenomenal. Tesla as well, looking absolutely phenomenal. This was just a home run. I know a long time ago when I said, hey, I know it sounds crazy, but 984 is my price target. We hit that easily, and now we're getting to some of these other fib extensions, 1100. So very, very solid move on Tesla. And then we're going to keep an eye on Facebook. I'm not sure when they have earnings. Looks like they already had earnings, but I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on Facebook. They have now pivoted to moving into Web3 in the metaverse. They've changed their name to Meta. Just news like that, I think, is significant, especially when you have over 1 billion users. Long-term play on Facebook, I think this is going to continue to move higher. So What do we know for this week? Well, we are in a 12-day uptrend. We are still riding swings with stops. We've had many trades that are still paying us. So as long as you're holding on to those runners with stops, continue to do so until we break trend. We're still in an uptrend. I'm expecting the S&P and the Nasdaq to lead, specifically the Nasdaq. I think we finally got this bullish engulfing candle on Friday, and I think it starts to play catch up now and really start to lead, especially when you see some of those names like Netflix and Tesla and Google moving the market. That's very positive for the Nasdaq in general. So that's really what I'm looking for this week. We're going to have some tech focused names, but also keep a close eye on this Ethereum. Very bullish on crypto. If we can start to bull flag above this 4,400 area, I think this makes a move to 5,000 fairly quickly. So that being said, I will see you guys on the open on Monday. Stay patient, stay open-minded. Make sure you're taking risk adjusted, calculated moves, right? So we're already in a 12-day uptrend. Hopefully you're still swing long the index, the S&P and the Nasdaq, and hopefully you're still holding some runners. I'll see you guys on the open.